Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris, and today I'm going to be using the same brush again. I just want to try and see whether I can get through it without losing any hairs. Basically, that's all I'm doing. I'm using Wickham 1912, as you've probably seen from the name of the video anyway. Where is it? Is it on the lid? I think it's on the lid. Classic 24, which is basically Karen's version of Creed Aventus, and it smells superb. Oh, now I've bloomed this today just to try something different with this brush. So I bloomed it just a little bit, just a tiny bit of water on top. You can probably see it moving around. It smells great. So I'm going to, rather than wetting my face from the sink, I'm going to wet my face with the bloom water. Oh God, the scent's just amazing. I absolutely love Creed Aventus. It's a scent that I only found out about through wet shaving, and it's easily one of my favourite scents. Alright, now, I did say in my previous video I'm going to try and sort of highlight other channels from here on in for a little while, and today's going to be the Suffolk shaver, because I missed you in my last video, mate. So I'm going to start off with you. You were pretty much the first guy I started watching on YouTube, pretty much the same time as I started my own channel back in June 2016. So this one's for you, mate. I'm going to try and pop a photograph somewhere up here, maybe a little bit of writing on there. But I've known Stephen for over a year now. Really nice guy. I've learned a lot from him in terms of wet shaving techniques and things like that. I've just wrung the water out of the brush. It's been soaking for about 10 minutes. So he's very knowledgeable. He makes some of the best lathers, without doubt, on YouTube. No doubt in my mind. I'm slowly getting there with my synthetics, but in terms of actually using these natural hair brushes, I'm nowhere near in the same league at the moment. He's also, I believe, a truck driver, HGV, or heavy goods, I think, a large truck driver, I think. Normally works crazy hours, so normally when he comments in my videos it's like 3, 4 in the morning or 2 in the morning over in the UK. Got some lovely setups, lovely razors, lovely brushes. He normally shaves, I think, in the summer 3 times a week, whenever he can. He's actually in Florida at the moment, I believe, on holiday, so I hope he's enjoying that, I hope he's having a good time and not wasting it watching YouTube videos. Right, that's loaded up beautifully. It's actually loaded up nicer than it normally does. So I'm just going to dip my fingers, just wet my face a little bit again. And here we go. So I'm not even sure, I don't know whether Stephen's actually... There's a brush here already. I'm not sure whether he's taking his stuff with him to do videos over there. I know when I go abroad I always take my stuff with me and actually do videos while I'm there when I have a shave. Right, now this is a bit dry. There's another here, and another here, and another here. That's 5 hairs, and I've done nothing with this brush yet. In fact, there's another one. I may as well just pull it out because it's already hanging out. Yeah, I'm going to do a video just to see if I can do one without losing any hairs. I'm sure he'll be dragging the wife about. Oh, can I just go to this shaving shop? Oh, I just want to pop in here as well. Fuck's sake, Steve, you've got enough shaving stuff. No, I need another at least 55 soaps. I'm in America, I can't get this stuff in the UK. Oh, right then, I'll go then. I can imagine it, because I'm going to be the exact same when I go. The last time I went to the States was last year, January 2016. Took the kids to Disneyland in Florida. Had an absolute ball. But I didn't I wasn't into wet shaving then. Right, now this lather is lovely, but it's not as thick as normal that I get, especially from my synthetics. It's got a lovely shine. It's definitely got the slickness in there. Another hair. Right, Gillette Fat Boy. Same blade as before, which is the Gillette Stainless, which was sent to me from Ken Lee over at Ken's Shaving and BSing, another channel. Setting 5, I'm just going to keep it on there for the full shave and just see what it's like. That seemed to be the setting that I really enjoyed when I did my shave earlier, a couple of days back. Right, here we go with the green. This is like a hot knife through butter. And I've heard quite a lot of things about Wickham, people struggling for slickness with it. And I just don't get it at all, it's just super slick. The scents are amazing, sit around about 5-6 scent strength. This one is pretty damn close to Creed Aventus. It smells more like Creed than Fine Platinum does. I'm also not a million miles away now from my 1,000 subscriber. 40 I think I'm away. I'm at 960, so quite amazing. Right, now I'm going to add a little bit of water to this lather this time, so it's a little bit dry. Still super slick, but just a little bit dry. At the tips. Now I've come to the conclusion with this brush, you've got to be able to do some sort of scrub with it. What's the point in backbone if you can't use it? I spoke with Olivier Chappell and he's used several expensive brushes, as you guys probably know. So I'm going to use it as it should be used and just see how it holds up. But at the moment I'm not best impressed, given that this brush was broken in before I got it, and the cost of it. The amount of hairs it's dropping is just unreal. That's better. That's much better. Just a little touch of moisture in there and I can tell a big difference in the lather that's on my face. Right, Fat Boy, Gillette Stainless, setting 5, across the grain. slickness is just off the charts. Love this stuff. I think I might just slice my chin there. Oh, lovely. Alright, lather number 3. Just wiping some of this lather off the handle because it gets a little bit slippy. Oh, got this scent. Do you know what I love about this scent with natural hair brushes? It really absorbs the scent of this soap. And it smells incredible on your brush. Lovely. I haven't lost, touch wood, any more hairs with the rest of that lather. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to dip the tips. Just put it through a little bit more of its paces. Yeah, I haven't lost any more hairs. I've given that a good scrub the past 2 sort of passes in. I can't put my finger on it, I really can't. There's so much hair in that brush, I tell you, you need to lose hundreds of hairs to notice it. Setting 5 on this razor just seems to be pretty much spot on for me. Super smooth. Super comfortable. That's the way playing with the Facebook Messenger. Talking to my mother-in-law over in the UK. All the stupid faces that you get on that Facebook call thing now. Right, let's empty the sink out. I was hoping to do a head shave today, but I made a bit of an arse of it when I did my last head shave, so I just need to leave it a few days, I reckon. Do you know something? This Fat Boy seems to get the best clean up around my lips with the 2 cross paths. What a shave. What a shave. Right, what am I doing? I'm going with Shave Works Cool Fix. I tell you why. Since I've went from the single edge razor, the Gem, to the DEs, I've been getting a little bit of irritation down here, which is actually looking pretty good today. And I had a few little ingrown hairs that were just starting, but, excuse me, it'll probably be pretty good now. So, I'm just going to give it a little squirt of Shave Works the Cool Fix, just that much there. This stuff stings like bugger if you haven't had a good shave. Pretty good. There's a very mild sting. But it's not enough to... I've used it before where it burns like burns to the point where you're really struggling with it. Right, now while that is drying in and moisturising my skin, I hope Stephen's still looking alright up here. I might change the photographs up a little bit as I'm going through as well, mix them up a little bit. Lucky blokes off to Florida. I'm sure he'll be having an absolute ball. I'm not even sure why I'm not sure whether he's going over to take the kids over for Disneyland or whether he's just going there just for the holiday, just to go to Florida. Chill out for a bit on the beach. I was very lucky that when I was younger, when I went last year with the kids, that was my 4th time, I think. 4th or 5th time at Disneyland. Because it truly is a magical place. Right, well, I didn't lose any more hairs. Do you know something? That Shave Works Cool Fix goes really well with the Classic 24. I don't know. I mean, it's not a strong scented soap, but it really lingers, which is nice. It goes really well with the, which I'm using next as a fine platinum. So, there we go, the brush has been wrung out, dried and flicked. Just a light dusting on the towel. Yeah, there's just nothing. I've noticed if I just pull my fingers up over it like that, it goes back to a similar sort of look of what it was like probably when it was brand new. That sort of narrower bulb. But I think it looks better when it's bloomed out. And it allows it to dry a lot better as well, I've noticed. But you can see how dense the knot is. I mean, that's a super dense knot. Oh, God. It just smells brilliant now, I love it. Well, the Cool Fix leaves your skin feeling absolutely superb after you put it on. It's moisturising, it's healing, it helps with ingrown hairs, irritation, everything. I mean, my skin feels like velvet at the moment. The soap helps, because the soap is superb for me. I'm going to finish off with some Fine Platinum, which is the Creed Aventus scent from Fine Accoutrements. I've never used the soap smells better. Soap smells so much closer to the real Creed Aventus scent. And here we go. And I've got the squirty thing on here, which works absolutely fine. I'll be keeping this bottle when I get more because I don't like the look of the new bottles, and I'm not sure whether this actual screw on top here will fit it. I've got no idea. Right. Now there's not much of any good properties in Fine Accoutrements Splash. You've got menthol, alcohol, fragrance. I think that's it. Alcohol, water, fragrance and menthol, that's all you get. It's just there as an astringent really. It's not the thing you should really put on last, it's the thing you should put on before to poof, hit the skin and then move on to other things. It's certainly something you can pair with Creed Aventus, but I see people online that say this stuff lasts quite well and your skin lasts the scent. I get about an hour to an hour and a half scent, and that's it. Nobody else can smell it anymore. Creed Aventus, I can get over a day out of it scent wise, so give you an idea. That's an absolutely superb shave. Really enjoyed that. The brush did really well again. Can't really grumble at the brush's performance. It's lost a few hairs, quite a few hairs since I got it, but it's just strange. It seems to have lost them at the start, and then I've given it a good scrub, did some other things with it, and it hasn't lost any. So hopefully it settles in and doesn't lose any more. Smells amazing now though. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. Please check out Stephen's channel. I'll put a link down below. Stephen the Suffolk Shaver. And you guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.